Hello everyone. In today's class we are going to start new chapter number 5, integers. Let's see what is an integer. An integer is a whole number, not a fraction that can be positive, negative or zero. In other words, integer is a collection of all negative and positive numbers with zero. And what is the meaning of non-fraction or non-decimal? So not a fraction means if you write 9/4, this is not allowed, or 0.12 or 2.34. So without decimal, without fraction, all numbers are integers. Now in integers we have negative integers. All negative numbers are negative integers. Positive integers, after 1 all numbers are positive integers, and 0. So these are negative integers, these are positive integers, and 0. 0 is neither negative nor positive. 0 is 0. Simply 0 is 0. Positive numbers are also known as natural numbers. Natural numbers. When every positive integer is greater than every negative integer. So every positive integer 1, 2, 3 is greater than every negative integer. So if we consider -6, and if we compare -6 with say 3, so 3 is greater than 6, but -6 and 3 positive number is greater than all negative number. Next topic, opposites of numbers or negatives of number. So for finding opposites or negatives of number, what to do? Just change the sign. Just change the sign of number or multiply that number by -1. Now here negative or opposite means, so for example opposite of 2 will be -2, because without sign means it's a positive number. So +2, just change the sign or multiply this number by -1, you will get the opposite. So for finding opposite, what to do? Just multiply that number by -1 or just change the sign. So here 2 and -2, these two numbers are opposites of each other, right? So opposite of -2 is +2 and opposite of +2 is -2. Similarly 3 is opposite of -3, -4 or negative of 4 is opposite of +4. So these are opposites of each other. Just change the sign. What about 0? 0 itself is opposite of 0, right? So all positive numbers and all negative numbers with 0 is integer. These are negative integers, positive integers, and 0. Every positive integer is greater than every negative integer. Then for finding opposites of number, what to do? Just change the sign. Now we'll start exercise 5.1. First question, write the opposite of the following statements. Page number 47 in your book. First statement is 17 kilometer below sea level. So answer number 1, part A. The statement is 17 kilometer below sea level. Opposite of this statement, 17 kilometer below. So opposite of below, above sea level. This is the answer, level. Next, 14 meter above water level. So for part B, 14 meter above. So we'll write 14 meter below. Opposite of above, below water level. This is your answer. Then part C, a gain of ₹14. Opposite of gain, loss. A loss of ₹14. This is your answer. Then part D, 25 AD. 25 AD. So opposite of 25 AD will be 25 BC. Part E. A bank deposit. Opposite of deposit, withdrawal. A bank withdrawal of rupees 2500. Next, 303, part F, 303 kilometer north of Delhi. So north of Delhi, this is north, this is south. So opposite of north, south. So 303 kilometer south of Delhi. Next, a loss of rupees 50. Again, opposite of loss, profit. Again, or profit of rupees 50. Then next, an increase of rupees 25 in salary. So opposite of increase, decrease. A decrease of rupees 25 in salary. So these are all answers, opposites of the given statement. Next question, state the opposites of. Answer number 2. Part A, state the opposites of. So in part A, the given number is minus 10. Initially I am writing all numbers, then I will write answer. D is minus 100, then E 200, and last F minus 300. So these are given numbers and we are required to find its opposite. Opposite of minus 10, just change the sign, plus 10. Opposite of 12, 12 means plus 12. So minus 12. Opposite of 0, 0 itself. Then opposite of minus 100, just change the sign, plus 100, 200. So 200, here what is the sign? Sign is positive, so here sign will be negative. And for 300, write 300, here the sign is negative to become positive. So this is the solution of exercise 5.1. Next, absolute value of integer. What is meaning of absolute value? Absolute value or absolute of anything. So for example, say this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and minus 4. Now, for example, if we are somewhere here and we are moving in this direction, so 3 steps means from this point 1, 2, and 3, or 1, 2, and 3. Now, if we are moving in particularly this direction, then after third step, we will on this point, point number 3, right? And if we move in this direction, in reverse direction, this will be the final position, right? So moving in forward direction or moving in backward direction for 3 steps. So here from 0, this is direction and this is the magnitude, this is the distance traveled or covered. In this case, this is the direction and this is distance traveled or covered. Now, if my aim is to decide how much I have covered and in which direction, then plus 3 will be the answer, or second case minus 3 will be the answer. But if I am talking about the distance covered only, no matter in which direction, but what is the distance covered? So in first case distance covered is 3, in second case also distance covered is 3. And if say this is plus 3, plus 2 and plus 1. This I am explaining for you only. Please don't try to write all these things. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So if we are moving in upward direction for 3 steps, so we'll be here. And if we are moving in the downwards direction, so we'll be here. Again in this case, distance covered will be 3, 3, 3, 3. So what is absolute value? Absolute value means without considering direction, only we have to consider the magnitude. Magnitude means the distance. Similarly, positive means gain, right? Or up or upward motion or movement, or increase, and so on. And negative means loss or down or decrease. So in both the cases, these are representative of sign. Plus means gain, so minus means loss. Plus means up, so minus means down. Or plus will indicate increase, then minus will indicate decrease. But the magnitude means the amount of gain, amount of loss may be same. So here absolute value means we are now talking about magnitude or amount. So for finding absolute value, what to do? We'll use mod. Now what is mod? What is meaning of mod, or what is mod? So for finding absolute value, this is the symbol of absolute value or mod. Any number inside the mod, this is the number, and we are trying to find its absolute value. So writing x between two vertical lines means we are trying to find its absolute value, or we can say that mod of x will be x, and if x is negative, then also mod will be positive. So for finding absolute value, what to do? Just make that number positive. If that number is positive, keep that number, and if that number is a negative number, then change the sign, make that number as a positive number. So finally, the absolute value of a positive number is the same number. The absolute value of a negative number is its opposite, and so is positive. And absolute value of 0 is always 0. So these are 3 points on absolute values of integer. Now we'll solve exercise 5.2. Exercise 5.2. First question. Find the values of, answer number 1, part A. Find the values of mod of minus 5 or absolute value of minus 5. Just a minute. So this is my separation. So for finding absolute value of minus 5, what to do? Just change its sign. It is a negative number. So plus 5, or simply without positive sign 5. 5 or plus 5. Then part B, minus 4. So the value is plus 4 or 4. So we have to change its negative sign, or we have to replace its negative sign by positive sign. And if it is positive, then don't change anything. Part C, mod of 0 or absolute value of 0 is 0. Yes. Then part D, 3 minus 5. In this question, 3 minus 5. So first of all, solve it. 3 minus 5 will be minus 2. And then mod of minus 2 or absolute value of minus 2 will be plus 2 or 2. Both are same. Then next part E, minus mod of 7 minus 3, or minus absolute value of 7 minus 3. So the next step we'll write it like minus before bracket, before vertical line, 7 minus 3 is 4, and we have to change sign of this number only inside two vertical lines, inside mod only. So we'll write minus then 4. So minus 4 is the answer. Please don't get confused. Changing of sign, we have to change its sign if that sign is inside two vertical lines, inside the mod, inside vertical lines, then only we have to change the sign. And here the sign is before vertical line, so we don't have to change this sign. Minus 4 is the answer. Next, minus 3 minus 5, part F. Now here both negative sign, minus for 3 and minus for 5, both are inside vertical lines. So first of all, minus 3 minus 5 will be minus 8, and then we'll change its sign, plus 8 or simply 8. So if the sign is inside vertical lines, inside mod, we'll change, otherwise we are not going to change. Next part, mod of 5 plus mod of 3. So after F, answer 1, part G. This is your problem statement. Mod of 5 plus mod of minus 3. In next step, what to write? 5 positive, 5 is a positive number, so 5 and minus 3. So we'll change this minus 3 by plus 3. Again, don't add a new bracket, but only for representation I am showing this by this bracket. And after this bracket, 5 plus 3, so answer is 8 or plus 8, both are same. Then part H of first answer, mod of 5 minus mod of minus 3, right? So in this case again, absolute value of 5 is 5 minus absolute value of minus 3 is plus 3 or 3. And in the last step, you have to write 5 plus minus minus. So 5 minus 3 is 2. 2 or plus 2 is the answer. Next, part I. Part I is 11 plus mod of minus 12. Again, 11 as it is, plus absolute value of minus 12 is plus 12 or simply 12. So I don't have to write this plus sign. Just add 11 and 12. So answer is 23. Then J, minus 10 plus minus 5. Right, minus 10 and minus 5. So absolute value of minus 10 is 10 or plus 10, plus absolute value of minus 5 is 5. So the answer is 15. Like this, you have to solve all questions. And please remember that this bracket is only for the representation of this positive sign, or you can also write it like 5, absolute value of mod 5 is 5, or absolute value of 5 is 5, minus absolute value of minus 3 is 3. Answer will be same, right? The next question, find the numbers whose absolute value is 5, 3, 0, 11 and 4. A. So question 2, part A. So the final absolute value is 5, and numbers whose absolute value is 5. It can be positive 5, plus 5 or negative 5, because in both the cases absolute value will be 5. So we have to find these numbers for this number. Numbers whose absolute value is 5 are plus 5 and minus 5. Similarly, in all the problems, just write positive and negative of that number. Part C, 0. Then part D, it's 11, and part E, it's 4. So what to do? For 3, plus 3 and minus 3. For 0, only 0, because positive 0 and negative 0 is meaningless. Then 11, plus 11 and minus 11. For 4, plus 4 and minus 4. So these are all numbers whose absolute value will be 5, 3, 0, 11 and 4 respectively. So this is all from my side. For first and second exercise, please solve all the problems in your notebook, and if you have any doubt, any problem in first two exercise, please write your comments in the comment box. Thank you.